All right, let's pull back the curtain on something we all use literally every day, but probably don't think twice about: the payment gateway. It's the invisible engine that powers all of online shopping. And today, we're going to find out how it works, why it sometimes breaks, and where it's all headed next. So, picture this. You find the perfect thing online. You hit Add to Cart, and you click that magic Pay Now button. It feels completely instant, right? But behind that one little click, there's this incredible high-speed dance of data and security happening in milliseconds. So what is this thing? Well, you can think of a payment gateway as the invisible cashier for the internet. It's the secure bridge that connects you, your bank, and the business you're buying from. It's the thing that makes sure your money gets to the right place safely and, really, really fast. And that journey, it happens in the blink of an eye. So you click Pay Now, and instantly the gateway encrypts all your data to keep it safe. Then it shoots a request over to the store's bank, which then talks to your bank through a network like Visa or MasterCard. Your bank checks if you're good for it and sends back a thumbs up or a thumbs down. That message travels all the way back, and the merchant knows they're getting paid. It's the whole global conversation that happens in less time than it took me to explain it. But here's the thing. That conversation doesn't always go so smoothly. In fact, right now, we're kind of facing what you could call a modern checkout crisis. These traditional systems that we've been leaning on for years, they're starting to show some pretty serious cracks. Get ready for this. A staggering 70%, 70, of all online shopping carts are just left behind. People find what they want, they're all ready to buy, and then something in that final step just makes them walk away. And here is a massive reason why. More than half of all shoppers will just abandon their cart if they can't pay exactly how they want to. I mean, if you don't offer their favorite digital wallet or a buy now, pay later option, poof, they're gone. And what's even crazier is that even if the customer does everything right, the payment itself can just fail. In some markets, that failure rate with these older gateways can be as high as 40%. Just think about that. 4 out of every 10 customers trying to give you money are being turned away by bad tech. It's a huge problem. And this isn't just a nightmare for customers. For businesses, the pain is very, very real. You're trying to figure out your accounting, you've got transaction fees eating up your profits, and you're waiting days to actually get your money. Oh, and the data from your website sales is completely separate from your in-store sales. It's a mess. So, what's the fix for this whole crisis? Well, it's about a total shift in thinking. It's about moving from these separate single channels to one unified, seamless experience. It's called the Omnichannel solution. Okay, and this just lays it out perfectly. On the left, that's the old way, right? Separate systems, limited choices for customers, and those high failure rates we talked about. But on the right, that's the omnichannel approach. Everything is brought into one single platform. It supports every way a customer might want to pay, creating one smooth experience, which of course means much, much higher success rates for the business. And when I say higher, I mean, look at these results. They're incredible. Businesses that go all in on an omnichannel strategy, we're talking 3 or more channels, they see an order rate that is 494% higher than businesses stuck in just one channel. That's not a small bump. That is a total game changer. And the benefits just keep stacking up. Just by offering a buy now, pay later option, you could see a 25% lift in conversions. Having one unified system makes your operations 20% more efficient. Better fraud detection? That can cut those painful chargebacks by more than half. It all adds up to almost 10% in annual revenue growth. That's a huge leap. Now, this isn't just some theory on a slide. It's actually happening right now across pretty much every industry you can imagine. Let's take a look at how this plays out in the real world. So let's take retail. A customer who shops with a brand across multiple channels, maybe on their website, in the app, and in the physical store, spends up to 10 times more than someone who only shops online. Think about that. These are your absolute best customers, by far. And you see this everywhere. Every industry has its own unique problem that an omni-channel gateway can solve. Retailers need to connect online buying with in-store pickup. Schools need more flexible ways to collect fees. Financial services need secure, real-time collections. Even governments need a way to process a huge volume of payments around the clock. A unified system is what makes all of that possible. So, where is this all headed? Well, believe me, the evolution is far from over. The future of payments is all about becoming even faster, even smarter, and way more secure. And that leads to this really powerful shift in thinking. A payment gateway isn't just a piece of tech you plug into your website anymore. It's become a strategic partner that can actually help you grow your business, break into new markets, and build way better relationships with your customers. And when we look down the road, we see some massive trends. Tokenization, which swaps sensitive card data for a secure token, is becoming standard. Direct account-to-account payments are absolutely exploding. And pretty soon, AI will be intelligently routing payments to make sure they don't fail, while these gateways will have to handle brand new forms of money, like central bank digital currencies. The scale of all this is just immense. This market is expected to be worth over $152 billion by 2032. So yeah, this isn't some niche tech. It's the fundamental plumbing of the entire modern economy. So what's the big takeaway from all of this? The message couldn't be clearer. Businesses that embrace an omnichannel payment strategy are going to see higher customer loyalty and much stronger revenue growth. And they get top-tier security baked right in. The time to make this shift isn't someday, it's right now. Which really leaves us with one final thought. For years, we've all just thought of a payment gateway as a utility, right? A necessary tool to get paid. But after everything we've seen today, the real question you have to ask yourself is, has that tool now become your most important partner for growth?